G'day Earthlings, Dr. Rank here, and welcome to the Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back One Life Challenge. So as you know, the Insane Trilogy is coming in just under 2 weeks, and I am super excited for it. And so I've been playing a lot of Crash 2, Crash 3, and Rubber Cortex. Can you hear me there? There we go, that's a little better. I've pretty much run out of ways to play it, but this time will be a little different. So this time I have to play through the entire game on just one life. So, there you go, controllers not working. There we go. Well, have I got the wrong one plugged in? I think I do. Sorry about this. There we go. So basically, you've heard of the Nuzlocke challenge for Pokemon, right? In fact, I did my own on Miiverse, which you can check out in the description. So basically, in a Nuzlocke run, if a Pokemon faints, it is considered dead and can never be used again. And basically, that's what this One Life Challenge is. I was inspired by Game Theory's Zelda Timeline is Wrong video, which you can also find in the description, which basically says that each life takes place in a different universe, and the one that makes it to the end of the game has to go through the entire game without dying once. And basically that's what we're doing here. So, without further ado, let's go get a battery for Coco. So basically that life count there doesn't matter. As soon as we die, that's game. And it won't be too hard for the first few levels, but I expect it'll get harder as we go. And I'll also not skip cutscenes because, well, the real thing wouldn't have the opportunity to skip cutscenes, would he?
But I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. Please speak again.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'll find out whether or not you can in the editing. But yeah, so now this would normally be the part where I create a save file, but if we're only doing one life, we're not going to do that. I mean, if he was real, he wouldn't have save files. So now we have 5 levels to choose from here, but I'm going to go through them in numeric order. Question is though, do I go for the blue gem first or the boxes gem? Now I'll go for the blue gem first. I might as well. So to get the blue gem in this level, both in the original and in the Insane Trilogy, you need to make it through the entire level without breaking a single box. Which doesn't seem too hard at first until you get up to a later point in the level. So this game, Crash Bandicoot 2, was basically the first video game I ever played. In fact, it's the very reason that you are even watching me right now. The very reason that you read my Nuzlocke diary, or at least I hope you did. which will be continuing soon, by the way, just as soon as Gold and Silver releases. Though, why are they not doing Crystal? Like, it contributed so much to the series. It had animated battle sprites. It had the ability to choose your gender. Oh, there's the Crystal, ironically enough. It had unique encounter themes for the legendaries. So, Blue Gem, yay. So, seriously, Nintendo, give me the crystals. Okay. There's the classic victory dance. Just smells of nostalgia. What's the go here, Cortex?
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen, kid. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Okay, so that's one crystal and one gem down. I think we'll go to Snow Go next. We'll be back for the box's gem later. So, Coco has just been announced as playable in the Insane Trilogy, which is absolutely awesome, in my opinion. So, I mean, I liked that she was playable in Warped. Who needs lives? So, yeah, I like that she was playable in Warped, but at the time of this game's release, I felt that it made sense that only Crash was playable because, well, it was the 90s. Well, 2000s in my case, I was 4. But yeah, I feel like adding Coco into the trilogy is going to make it really stand out. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets her own spin-off. Pun intended. Sorry, one thing you should know about me is that I'm a master of puns. First extra life of the whole playthrough. Not that it matters, because alright. As a kid, my parents would always call Aku Aku and Ooga Booga because of that thing that he said. Well, that was close. And also the Warp Orb from Crash Team Racing, basically that game's equivalent of the Blue Shell. As a kid, I would call that thing the Sticky Ball. I didn't know any better, okay? I hadn't read the manual. Don't judge me. Okay, another cutscene. Cutscene. There we are.
Oh, you were helping Cortex gather crystals. Yet you were acquiring a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy. And I will do anything
Okay. And I've just realized the camera's a bit misaligned. Sorry about that. Let me zoom out a little. Oh, that'll do. I must apologize for the poor quality of this video. I don't really have the means of acquiring any sort of capturing equipment, so best I can do is point a camera at the TV and talk while I do it. Alright, now for this one I'll do a time trial run. So there's a second gem in this level that you have to earn within a certain time limit. There's the timer. But the timer actually starts when you enter the level, so when it gets to the Insane Trilogy, I'll probably save this gem for the relic run, but I'll kill two birds with one stone. But for now, I'll do it first. I love the music for this series, seriously. This was my childhood, people. Eight seconds to spare. Well done, sir. You know, we can skip the dancing from now on.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve 5 crystals.
Yeah, 5th crystal, because there's only 5 levels here. Although, there's a fun Easter egg that you can do in this game, and to a lesser extent in Crash Warped. If you leave a level with 0 crystals, Cortex berates you. He gets more and more annoyed as you keep doing it, getting most annoyed on the 3rd time. There's actually a trophy for it in the Insane Trilogy called Cortex Infuriated. And if you're wondering how I know that, they released the trophy list a few days ago. Yeah. There's boxes on both paths, but if you want the gem, you need to go down the left path first. And it's also helpful if you're on a path you need to backtrack, to defeat all the enemies as you go. I'll be back for those boxes. Booyah. There's a crystal, and there's no more boxes beyond this point. Yeah. Nice try, Extra Life. I can't get you today. I want you so bad, but I can't have you. Yeah. I found that runs like this are more speedrun friendly because you're not voluntarily waiting around to collect the Wumpa fruit or lives. And this is what that switch crate was for. More lives! Useless lives! Those lives are a lie. As are the checkpoints. I forgot this one is 5. Alright, bonus time! Now these crates, you have to break with a belly flop. or a double leg drop in Coco's case. Oh, switch crate. In Wrath of Cortex, the switch crates actually count towards the gem for some reason. I mean, you're not technically breaking them. And I am looking forward to having time trials in this game. But at the same time, Crash Bandicoot is a series that requires patience, and time trial really tests it. Bit of glitchy geometry there. Yeah. Okay, almost there. I think I'll try to get as far as Ripperoo in this run, and then call it an episode. But let me know what you guys think about the length in the comments, because I won't know how long it is until I upload. So, are you gonna load this level? Ah, there we go. Crash Dash. Now, one of the annoying things about this game is you can't take Aku Aku masks into the boulder levels. Yeah. This music is absolutely epic. It pops into my head anytime I see a boulder chase someone in a movie. Well, you gotta be careful around these things, especially if you're doing a hardcore run. Boom. Whoa. So, I played Crash 2 and Crash 3, almost literally to death growing up. Like, seriously, the Crash 3 disc is not always functioning. But I'm not very familiar with Crash 1, so there will still be some new stuff for me in the Insane Trilogy. Now, I could try to spin that life and get the TNT crate, get it out of the TNT crates, which I have done before, but there's no extra lives in this run. And why risk it? Because I'm counting bonus level deaths as well. Yeah. In Crash 1 and 2, you have to bounce on these things 10 times to break them. Whereas in Crash 3, you only have to bounce on them 10 times. 5 times, I mean. There we go. That's all 17 crates there. Speed boost. Whoa! It's a good thing those things don't harm you directly. I'm reluctant to slide spin. Except there. Made it! Oh, almost bypassed the gem. Apparently they've got a new screen for that in the Insane Trilogy for Crash 1. Great! But you missed the gem. Like, there should seriously be a trophy for that. Like, deliberately missing the gem. Okay, enough dancing. What's up, Cortex?
Listen up. We are not without enemies. Some of them you may even recognize. Although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next place. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that appears in the center of the room. Good luck.
Thank you, Cortex. Let's go take on Ripperoo. His royal craziness. The first boss I ever fought. So much nostalgia. This boss ranks number 4 on my top 10 favorite bosses list. Number 3 is Tiny in Crash 2. Number 2 is Cortex in Crash 3. And number 1's Engine in Crash 3. Yeah. Any attack will work on this guy. I noticed in the footage from Insane Trilogy, courtesy of E3 and Teal Game Master, that you don't actually bounce off him when you spin him anymore, which is odd. But you do bounce off him when you jump on him, because I mean, jump, bounce, kind of synonymous. Let's stand right here to avoid the explosions. Whee! Trophy earned, Professor Pulverized. Is what I would say if this was insane.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again.
Well, yeah, he's the first boss.
There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the Earth.
Ash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. Ash, I can't see the data pack open any longer. Crash, you need to
Okay, so that seems like a good stopping point for today. I will now create a save game. So a question for you guys at home is, what was your favorite? What was your first ever video game, if it wasn't Crash 2? And also, should I get through the entire warp room in the next run, or should I tackle fewer levels at a time? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and that's all from me. Insert sign off here.